No gain.
So now an early third. The shotgun. It's Prescott. He's getting it. And he gets this one just shy. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with B.
Hey, 47. Here we go. Line in. Check. Here we go. Get back. Let's go. Get out. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Flush to his right, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hustle.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Here we go. Line in. Here we go. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Play number 9, but this is 3rd down.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Beasley. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
A give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or wait or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags 1st down.
Lucy. Spread right. Snap. 3-7-2.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down, and his pass incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
So we're going to 54. Why? Let's go. Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and long for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if some...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 35 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Punch right. Check 26.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
11B. Hank.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 3, fellas. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you work through. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tljsr2live able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Middle complete. That's Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Tljsr2live has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught, Tljsr2live, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football, playing out on the corner, lock up on the receiver, and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Lucy.
On first down, Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A give to Elliott running left. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Hank. 372.
Now Bortles. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11B.
Now Bortles again. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bortles now to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ben Koyak, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Prescott dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tljsr2live. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Bortles to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
11. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
39, Lucy. 372.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And it's his 6th catch and a first down.
Set. 380. Check. Spread left.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hank. Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Let's go.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Nice 39, Lucy. Go right. Let's go. Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back now in Arlington. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now is Bortles. Room here to run. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close, nice. He set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.